UFC 323 is happening this weekend, tomorrow night, by the time this video goes up. And I want to talk about it. I don't know all the fighters on like the prelims, the early prelims, but the main card, I know most of them, and I just want to voice my opinions and what I want to happen. So UFC 323 is happening tomorrow night. MERAB DVALISHVILI and Petr Yan 2. MERAB, of course, winning the first fight between them two. Petr Yan claimed he couldn't use one of his arms. One of his arms was injured in the first fight. That's why MERAB won. So I'm going to go through it. Starting with Jan Blachowicz and Bogdan Guskov. I don't really know Bogdan Guskov, but I do like Jan Blachowicz. I really like watching his fights. I like his KOs. I like his energy. I like him. So I'm pulling on him to win. I think he's been out for a while. I think he's been out of the game for a minute, maybe injury or something. I don't know for sure, but I haven't recalled him fighting in a little minute. So I do want Jan Blachowicz to win. Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. I do not know a whole lot about Peyton Talbot either, but I'm going to go with Henry Cejudo to win. I know Henry's really good, and I'm just going off what I know from Henry. I don't really like Henry Cejudo. I don't like hearing him talk. I don't really like watching him fight, but I know he's good, and he has a good reputation, so I'm going to go with Henry Cejudo. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Terra. I do not know much about Tatsuro Terra. I do like Brandon Moreno. I like watching him fight, so I'm going to go with Brandon Moreno to win that one. Now, Alexander Pantoja and Joshua Van. I know both of these guys. I like both of these guys, but I'm strong that Alex Pantoja is going to win. Like, I want him to win. I think he's going to win. He just come off a dominant win versus Kai Kara-France. Joshua Van come off in my mind, a very, very deserving decision over Brandon Royval. I mean, obviously it's going to be the wrestling. I think if they like strictly were to strike and no wrestling, I don't know. Because Joshua Van is a really fast, really slick striker with good kicks. I mean, he's really good. The whole fight with Brandon Royval, they were standing up striking the entire time. Very high pace, good cardio on both of them. So if it were to just stay on the feet, maybe Van would stand a chance, in my opinion. But on the ground, he stands no chance. And Alex Pantoja is just so good on the ground that that's where he's going to get you eventually. And as soon as he gets you there, it's over. So I'm going to go with a round 1 or round 2 rear naked choke submission. Alex Pantoja will win and regain his title. And on to the main event, MERAB DVALISHVILI versus Petr Yan 2. Of course I'm going to go with MERAB. I know a lot of people don't like MERAB. Maybe he fights boring, or maybe, you know, his trash talk ain't good enough for you. But I really like MERAB. I like watching him fight. His pace is just crazy. You can't be a boring fighter when your pace is as crazy as MERAB's is. His pace, like, just watch him versus fucking what's his name? I have a brain fart. Nurmagomedov. I forgot his first name. Magomedov. Shit. What is it? Hold on. Umar Nurmagomedov. His fight with Umar was crazy. High-paced. A lot of takedowns in wrestling. Just like a pace that doesn't slow down. That's kind of crazy. I believe that's one of the most valuable weapons in the UFC, unless you're a heavyweight and you just knock out in the first blow. So unless you're going to get like a really fast knockout, I think cardio and being able to weaponize pace is like one of the most important things. Because I know once you gas out, there's nothing you can really do, you know, like that's it. It's not like you can magically just bring the energy back or get like a second win. Like when you gas out, you know, you start to get tired. There's not a whole lot you can do. And if the other guy still has all of his energy and momentum and he's still going strong, there's not a whole lot you can do unless you get really lucky with like a puncher's chance. So I do believe MERAB will win. I think he'll win like a 3-2 decision, because I do think Jan is going to do really good. I know Jan can fight. I think Jan is past his prime for sure. I don't think MERAB is past his prime. I think MERAB is in his prime at the moment. So I'm definitely going to go with MERAB to win like a 3-2 decision. And I'll be happy to see MERAB win. Hopefully I'm right on that. Now, the thing after this is, after say MERAB beats Petr Yan and Pantoja beats Van, which I believe both are going to happen. I strongly believe both of those will happen for good reason. I don't think there's much in the division for Pantoja anymore. Like, in the flyweight division, I don't see a whole lot going on for Pantoja as far as, like, legacy fights. MERAB, Umar Nurmagomedov, I'm almost certain, I don't know the event or if it's 100%, but I'm almost certain that Umar Nurmagomedov has a fight with Deiveson Figueiredo coming up. And I know Deiveson, I think, is on his way out. He's not nothing like he used to be. But if Umar beats Figueiredo, I'm almost sure that they're going to book MERAB versus Umar again. And that fight, I'll be really, really excited to see. Because Umar Nurmagomedov, the last name, you know, wrestling, grappling, combat sambo, you know, they're known for this stuff. And in the first fight, MERAB out-wrestled Umar, which was like, you know, we couldn't believe it that a Dagestani had been out-wrestled. So in order to see it again, MERAB has to beat Yan. I think he will. And I know that fight is there for MERAB. I'm almost certain that that's the fight they'll set up, given that Umar beats Figueiredo, which I believe he will. But you say after that, say after MERAB were to beat Umar again, I think the only thing on the table for both of these guys would be a super fight between MERAB and Pantoja. I can't see MERAB going down because his weight cut already looks bad enough, like eyes sunken in, weight cut. Like, he looks like he puts it all out there to get down to bantamweight. So I can see Pantoja coming up because MERAB already said he doesn't want to go up because he doesn't want to fight Volkanovski. But I can see Pantoja coming up and fighting MERAB at bantamweight. And I don't even know what to think of that fight. I can't predict that fight yet. That'll be something I break down later. But that would be an absolute super fight between two unstoppable guys that have been champions for multiple title defenses at this point. So that'd be an absolute super fight. And there wasn't many people in the prelims I actually know. Just like Edson Barboza, Jalen Turner. I suppose Jalen Turner will win. Edson's been around a long fucking time, man. Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. I'm going to go with Bruno Ferreira. Ferreira? Yeah. Bruno Ferreira, if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Bruno Ferreira to... I'm going to say he's going to knock Vettori out. I think he's going to clean KO Marvin Vettori. Maybe walk off. Maybe KO, ground and pound, like Ilya and Charles Oliveira. Something like that. But I think it's time Marvin Vettori gets knocked out. I don't really like Marvin Vettori. I don't really like watching him fight. He just throws like a 1-2 and he's like a bulldog. That's it. So Marvin Vettori is going to get knocked out by Bruno Ferreira. And Jalen Turner will probably get it done with Edson Barboza. So I'm going with Jalen Turner to win that. But other than that, that pretty much wraps up UFC 323. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. We'll see if I'm right. And I'm just ready to see the co-main and the main. I'm really ready for those two fights. So y'all tune in tomorrow night, and we'll see what happens. Later.